Hi. Welcome. We are continuing with an ongoing series of the 7 cures of a lean pass. As was taught in the book The Richest Man in Babylon, written by George Clason almost a century ago. Today's focus is on the 4th cure of a lean pass, which is guard your treasure against loss. One of the worst financial misfortunes that someone can experience is losing all or a portion of their hard-earned money. Though you can accumulate wealth through saving and investing, it's also far easier to lose money and end up with an empty purse. Akkad lost money. To be precise, he lost a year's worth of savings. This is after he ventured into an unfamiliar business as he sought to multiply his money by having an additional income. This loss was on his first investment, and he, therefore, realized that gold in a man's purse must be safeguarded with firmness, or else it is lost. Perhaps you are wondering how Akkad lost his money. The story he shares with us is that he had a friend called Asa who was a brickmaker. Asa was a traveler. I imagine he probably went to different places in Babylon, delivering bricks to various customers. So, Asa had seen people selling precious jewels at a low price. He thought this was a profitable business and so talked to Akkad about it. They both agreed this was a great business opportunity to venture into. Who wouldn't want to make extra money when there is an opportunity to? Hence, their joint goal was to buy the jewels and resell the jewels in their hometown for a profit and share profits. Remember that none of the two had any experience dealing with gems. Nonetheless, Akkad gave Asa money, which I will call business capital, to buy the jewels. Later they discovered that the jewels Asa bought were fake and could not be sold. So, Akkad lost all his money. Like the Babylonian times, today, many people lose their hard-earned money in many ways. Some common ways that people lose large chunks of cash seemingly overnight are: 1. Partnering in business with persons with limited business knowledge. Some friends and family members hear of profitable businesses and, without doing their research, invite you to a partnership. You then blindly invest your money, the business fails to take off as envisioned, and you lose your money. Akkad lost a year's worth of savings. He describes his first investment as a foolish investment decision of venturing into a business where both he and his friend had no prior know-how on this kind of business. Yes, he made the mistake of trusting a brickmaker to buy jewels. Before you hand over your money to someone for business, think carefully about the type of business you are undertaking and your partner's expertise in the business. The advice by Akkad back then is still vital today and is: invest only if the person you're partnering with is experienced in that type of investment. The second way of losing money is loaning to friends and family. Loaning money to people you love and care about is good. However, you need to evaluate if they have good character to honor their promise of paying back the principal and interest, if any. Some people borrow money and never pay it back, others take you through hell before paying your money back. Akkad advises that, before loaning money to any man, be sure of his ability to repay and his reputation for doing so. Secondly, Akkad cautions that no one lends his entire fortune, not even to his best friend. This simply means, do not give away all your savings as a loan. This kind of investment is too risky. The third way in which people lose money is by investing in a get-rich-quick scheme. Get-rich-quick schemes are shady investment projects that lie to their participants that they will earn a high rate of return with no risk. Usually, the return promised is usually above the normal market rate of return and too good to be true. Since the return promised is high, many people are enticed by the opportunity, and therefore they release large sums of money as investments. Later, they discover they were duped, and there is no way to recover their money. The richest man in Babylon, Akkad, a great financial guru, reminds us that you will be tempted by opportunities that promise you to make large sums of money as an investor. He then asks a question: is it wise to be intrigued by larger earnings when thy principal may be lost? Just like the Babylonian times, today, there are money scammers who are always looking for opportunities to fleece people of their hard-earned funds. These scammers have infiltrated all sectors of the economy. Today, we have housing project scams, e-commerce scams, cryptocurrency scams, agribusiness scams, and many more. Every day, scammers continue to refine their strategies of defrauding people, and sadly, time and again, people unknowingly fall for these traps and lose large sums of money. Then we have the Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes that tell investors to keep recruiting new participants since they pay existing investors using the funds from new investors. Eventually, the schemes collapse when the model is no longer workable or after the scammers achieve their target. From his experience, Akkad advises that you study carefully before parting with thy treasure, each assurance that it may be safely reclaimed. Be not misled by thine own romantic desires to make wealth rapidly. Some red flags to watch out for when looking for investment prospects for are: promises of high returns with very negligible risk. If the deal is too good to be true, it's a scam. Unlicensed sellers. Any country's Security Exchange Commission laws require that investment professionals and firms be licensed or registered. Most Ponzi schemes involve unlicensed individuals or unregistered firms. Unregulated investment schemes. Ponzi schemes usually involve investments that are not regulated by government agencies. Mysterious, complex strategies. Avoid investments if you don't understand them or can't get complete information about them. William Shakespeare reminds us that all that glitters is not gold. Be careful when investing your money, since not everything that looks precious or true turns out to be so. The fourth way in which people lose money is through high-risk investments. Investing is vital for building wealth over time. But you can lose everything if you devote all your money to high-risk assets. Besides, some high-risk investments don't even present a proper risk-reward ratio. You don't want an investment that will keep you awake at night. Hence, diversifying investments can help you safeguard against total loss, which is devastating. Akkad cautioned his fellow citizens to protect their principal from loss. He emphasized the need to study every investment carefully before putting your money in it. You need to understand the level of risk involved in any venture before you part with your money. Investments generally fall into three large categories: low-risk investments, medium-risk investments, and high-risk investments. Again, let me remind you what Akkad said: gold in a man's purse must be guarded with firmness, else it is lost. Is it wise to be intrigued by larger earnings when thy principal may be lost? I say not. The penalty of risk is probable loss. Further, he emphasized on the need to study every investment opportunity carefully before parting with thy treasure, each assurance that it may be safely reclaimed. Be not misled by thine own romantic desires to make wealth rapidly. Investing without doing your homework is costly. People who know how to create wealth legally realize that it's a process and that every investment has a risk element. But doing your homework before jumping in gives you a better chance to earn money. Look for reputable money managers and investment vehicles to put your money into. Slow and steady investing will get you rich over the long term. The fifth way that people lose money is through gambling. Gambling is also known as betting or gaming. Gambling involves carrying out an immediate and risky act with the hope that the outcome will be favorable. Thus, to gamble is to take a present risk in the hope of a future reward. Gambling comes in so many forms, including casino gambling, electronic lottery tickets, sports betting, online gambling, and so on. Gambling is a multi-million-dollar business in many countries, including Kenya. However, gambling has more losers than winners and is very addictive. Most people gamble hoping that they will make big gains of money. The truth is that 99% of these people never make any money. These companies, therefore, make huge profits from people, especially since gambling is very addictive. Though gaming is licensed, it is very risky, and you should not invest your money in it. Rather than build wealth, most people incur huge losses in gambling. It is said that the best way not to lose money gambling is to not gamble in the first place. There are other proven ways for you to build wealth and generate additional sources of income. The sixth way of losing money is by getting into bad debt. People go into debt for various reasons. Debt is like a double-edged sword that brings about good and bad consequences, depending on how you use it. Debt can either be good debt or bad debt. Good debt is a debt you use to further your net worth. This would be debt that is taken on to try and generate more money. Examples of good debts are a loan to buy a piece of land or property that will generate income now or in the future. Also, you can use debt to expand your existing business or even pay for a college education and so on. Bad debt is debt that does not add monetary value in the future. This would be debt that is used to purchase goods or services for consumptive purposes. Since we live in a consumer society, most people often want good things immediately, and as a result, many use debts to acquire them. Additionally, financial institutions have encouraged debt by designing enticing debt packages that generate billions of profits. Debt is a silent killer that compounds over time. Sadly, most people get into debt slowly and don't feel it until the compounding makes it unbearable. Credit card debt, Shylock debt or payday loans, and other high-interest debts can take a toll on your wallet. Friends, our obsessive desire to get wealth quickly can take one back to square zero or, worse, cause us to be shackled in debt. No wonder, Akkad warned us not to be blinded by our romantic desires to create wealth quickly. The seventh way you can lose money is by investing in multi-level marketing, which requires you to recruit people. Multi-level marketing, or MLM, is a business that so many enroll in without much thought. It is also commonly referred to as network marketing or direct marketing. I invested in 2 different multi-level companies dealing with health products and never earned any revenue from them. Instead, I ended up with stock that I couldn't sell. MLM is a business that involves selling products or services through person-to-person sales. When you join an MLM program, the company refers to you as an independent distributor. Though MLM is a legal business, any MLM using a pyramid scheme model is a scam. A pyramid scheme will require you to recruit other people to enhance your income earning power. Mostly, they show that you will make money in 2 ways. By selling the MLM's products yourself to retail customers who are not involved in the MLM. By recruiting new distributors and earning commissions based on what they buy and their sales to retail customers. Your recruits are the new sellers you enroll, known as the sales network or downline. If you become a distributor of this type of MLM, it will cost you and your recruits, often your family and friends, a lot of time and money that you won't get back. The promoters of a pyramid scheme usually have excellent sales pitches about what you'll earn. They will say you can change your life, leave your job, and even get rich by selling the company's products. Additionally, these MLMs businesses promise profit, commissions on downlines, and the potential to earn lavish rewards like prizes, bonuses, exotic vacations, and luxury cars. However, you only qualify if you meet high goals. And only a handful of distributors ever qualify. Statistics show that, ultimately, most distributors find that no matter how hard they work, they can't sell enough stock or recruit enough people to make money. In the end, most distributors quit and lose everything they invested. Before you join an MLM, ask yourself these questions. Do you want to be a salesperson? When you join an MLM, you'll be a salesperson. Your job will be to sell the company's product and convince other people to join, invest, and sell. If you don't like selling, or are uncomfortable asking people you know to put their time and money into a business venture, joining an MLM is a bad idea. Do you have a solid sales plan? Consider whether you have friends and family who will buy this product from you repeatedly. Think about how you would find and keep other regular customers. Can people buy something like this product elsewhere, maybe for less? If you are good at sales, then you can venture into MLM. But the truth is, most people who join MLMs make little or no money, and the majority end up losing money, as I did. As I wind up, let me remind you that you work hard to earn your money. Therefore, it is your duty to keep your money safe and be smart about how you invest it. When you lose money, it empties your fat wallet, and this loss can affect your future financial freedom. Thank you for watching this video. If you have learned something from this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and share it widely.